Okay, welcome to your review for your quest on similarity. I'll choose a couple questions along the way, explain a few others, and hopefully not spend an enormous amount of time, but let's get going. Cross products off to the races here. Have to know how to handle your proportions here with cross products. Distribute that 10. You have to add 10 to both sides and subtract 7x from both. And then you get your answer. All right, there you go. Now some more challenging questions are down here with the variable on the bottom as well. The one I wanted to visit first was number 9. Notice there's a negative on it. You immediately put that negative up top. Most of the time we put it up top. If there's a sum there, you have to distribute it. Just don't put it on both the top and the bottom. That's just notation up there. Again, with cross products, maybe put a parentheses because it has a negative, whatever you prefer. 7 times x plus 4, negative 4x minus 36. And on the other side, we get 7x and 28. Okay, so over here we get 11x, and on its other side, a negative 64. With a McGrath flip and solving by dividing, we get negative 64 over 11. Okay. The other one over here, you can get away with it if you just multiply both sides by negative 1. Two negatives make a positive, so you can really get rid of those negatives if they're hanging out with that notation stuff. So what that really means is negative 1 times 4 over x plus 7. And over here again, that means negative 1 times 8 over x plus 9. So my students can see they can multiply both sides by negative 1 and cancel those ones immediately. Down here on 13, there's quite a lot to showing that two polygons are similar. Kuta wants us to state yes or no. So we should have some kind of clue out there that it's not. I mean, these guys look pretty similar. I mean, in a polygon to be similar, you need all your corresponding angles to be congruent and all your opposite sides to be proportional. Here, we're good with the congruency. Here, we're good with proportionality. We could check it. 14 over 7 equals 14 over 7 equals 8 over 4 equals 8 over 4. There's also another part of our theorem that talks about the sum of all these things as well. You might have to check one of these to show the answer is no, but all Kuta wants is a yes or a no. For example, down here, if this angle is 45, its corresponding angle over here should be 45. But since this angle is 125, 180 minus 125 gives 55. If that degree is 55, then this degree is 55. And these corresponding angles are not congruent. So these two angles are not congruent. So the answer is no. But a simple yes or no will do there. You're just looking for the bad guy out there pretty much. You can kind of look around for another one out there. I'd be probably more suspicious of number 15, it looks like. Okay, down here, again, it's important with Kuta, and a couple kids had a question today about this one, was the polygons in each pair are similar. So we already know they're similar, and they just want you to find the scale factor. So the idea here is just to find sides that match, and you can just grab one. Here I'll grab 18 over 6, which I get 3 over 1, and they want it from the smaller to the larger, so that'll be 1, 2, 3. I got stuck on this question today because I didn't read the instructions. I mean, it's obvious that this is the bigger side. It's obvious that this is the bigger side. So I do 32 over 40. again, teaching kids to reduce this. How about 4 times 8? How about 4 times 10? Cancel the 4s, we're left at 8. Try 2 times 4. Try 2 times 5. Cancel those 2s. And you're left with 4 over 5. Smaller to larger, we get 4 to 5. Okay, and that's the way we rock and roll. Please learn to reduce your fractions like that. It's very healthy. Alrighty, down here again, I'm going to stress when I give this test to you to read the instructions. You know that half of geometry is just being careful. I see a question mark, I'll write X there. They tell me the scale factor from A to B is 5 to 6, so I'll write the corresponding proportion. A is on top, who's on top? A is on top, B is on the bottom, so I get 30 over X. Cross products, 5X is equal to 180, and X is equal to 36. Okay, no big deal there. Just set up your ratio the right way. Again, all these are pretty similar down here. I guess the triangle caused trouble here. Well, here you would have, I guess you'd just have to go with, let's grab the 40 and I think 25 is not a good question. I just don't like the way Kuda drew the diagram, so I would get rid of that one. Like over here, it should be easier to see that the small part is the question mark. So you can relate this guy, let me use a different color. You can relate this guy to this guy, and then who's bigger, the 3 or the 7? So I'm sorry, you got the 4. Well, we can see that this is the longer side and this is the shorter side off of that top. And so, let me pick a different color here so you see it. Okay, so the trick is which part goes with which part here. Well, from construction, this is the blue is the long line, so the blue would be the 13.5, and the green would go with the 12. So by calling this X, I would say X goes with 3 as 12 goes to 4. And then I would get 4X is equal to 36. So X is equal to 9. Okay, so that one was reasonable because you could kind of rotate the figure. If I go back to here, let's see if I can do the same thing. It's just kind of difficult. That's 18. Which one goes with 18? So again, I'm going to stick with my guns here, that one's not as clear. But I could do it by construction. I'll remember that one for the test. I do like where they just tell you the ratio. That seems very reasonable. So there's no guesswork if I choose that one for this section. I'll probably leave those off the test tomorrow, to tell you the truth. Okay, let's go over here. Again, it's just that ratio stuff, so I want the student to be able to write the ratio from A to B is 5 to 6. Up here, the ratio from A, 2x plus 16 to B, which is going to be your 48. It doesn't matter, same color, we get it. 48 there, and then you just solve that proportion there. Nothing to reduce, really easy here. So you would just have to muscle through it and solve that. I'll leave that to you if that's okay. I believe if you want to do it right now, the solution is let's see. 12. So you